walking you through how to get logged into your Crew account and really start using our new platform. There's a few little steps, so we thought it would be helpful to kind of walk you through from purchase all the way into kind of posting in the community. Now, I have already gone and post. You want to make sure at this point that you have actually purchased your subscription. So that's something I've already done. And you're going to want to go into your email. Now, if you have Gmail like I do, you might find that under primary, you're not seeing anything. You're going to maybe want to go under that promotion tab in order to find the emails from us. And the first thing that you're going to look for is this order confirmation email. This is just going to confirm your order, and there's also some directions here if you need it. The most important step in order to access Crew is you need to create an account in our shop if you don't already have one and log in. That is the key to accessing Crew. So we're giving you directions to do that here so you can create a new account or you can log into an existing one. If you don't have an account with Crew, you may end up getting one of these customer activation emails, so you can also activate it there. That's going to happen automatically. And once you activate, you're going to get a customer account confirmation email. And the third email you're going to get from us is a welcome to the Crew email. And so this is just going to walk you through step by step, basically the things that I'm going to show you right now in a video. So that's also there. So we just wanted to make sure that there's multiple ways for you to get logged in. Now, once you've created your account, you're going to go to our Closet Core Patterns account page here and you're going to log in. And the first thing that you're going to see is this kind of Closet Core Crew navigation box. And this is going to help you navigate around the site. So the first link is this month's homepage. So this is the link that is going to change. The design of this page is basically going to change every month. We're calling it kind of a theme page. And so it's going to change each month depending on what pattern. So when you get logged in, if you want to know what the pattern is this month and what content there is around it, you're going to click on this. Your past Crew library, I will show you in a moment. That basically shows you all of the patterns that you have access to. And then we have our Crew membership admin. And so if you need to cancel your membership or make any changes, that's where you're going to go for that. So let's go check out our this month's homepage. And we are filming this in January 2023. So here's Parchment. And right from the start, you are able to download the Parchment jacket. So I'm just going to show you what that opens. This opens the product page for Parchment where you're able to download the pattern. So that happens right here. You can also, once again, visit your Crew library. So this is going to show you all of the patterns you have access to because we're just getting started. Of course, we only have Parchment here, but eventually this will get populated with more patterns. And then as you scroll down, you can see every month we're going to create kind of a fun mood board with some ideas to kind of get your sewing juices going. You'll also be able to watch the introduction video to the pattern. You'll be able to click on the join live event button if you are a plus or unlimited member. Unfortunately, if you're essential, you don't get access to live events. So clicking on that button will take you to basically a 404 page error. You'll have access to the Crew community. And then if we scroll a little bit further down, we will be curating resources every month to help you sew your garment. So these are going to be a mix of video tutorials, blog tutorials. We might link to some external sites. For example, with Parchment, we're linking to some kind of expert quilters who might be able to explain some different quilting concepts. So all of those links will be there. We might have another section here if there's more to share, like for example, with Parchment, we're sharing all of our free patterns so you can practice your quilting. And then if you're a plus or unlimited member, this is where you will also be able to view the exclusive video we're going to create every month for you. So this might be about fitting, pattern making, construction. The plus and unlimited members get access to that, and this is where you get to watch that. And then we also have a kind of fabric section. So we just wanted to make it really easy to shop for those Crew patterns. So obviously we're partnering with our sister brand Core Fabrics, and this is where we'll have kind of a dynamic slider where you can view, for example, the kits that we've created, any of the specific notions or fabrics we suggest for that pattern. These should take you directly to Core Fabrics where you can purchase all of these things. We also are including just a basic supply list so you have an idea of what you're going to need to create your project. And then if you shop on this Shop Curated Supplies button, you'll get taken to that dynamic collection at Core Fabrics that'll have all of these products that you see here. And then at the very end of the theme page, we just have a little reminder about how discounts work. So once again, if you are a Plus or Unlimited member, you get a standing 10 or 15% discount to the Closet Core Patterns shop. And that is good for PDF patterns, print patterns, sewing kits, things like that, courses. Um, and so that works automatically. If you are logged into your account and you go to checkout, you are going to see that discount applied at checkout. And I'm just going to show you, for example, exactly how that works. There's no discount code that you need to enter. I'm just going to go into this, our Closet Core shop. I'm going to add to cart, and I just want to show you when I go to checkout that discount is automatically being applied. You can see it right here. Note that we are not combining this discount. So if we're having a sale and we're offering 20 or 25% off, you're not going to be able to add this in addition. But this is just great year round. If you want to get any of our products and you're Plus or Unlimited, you can access this, and it's entirely automatic. So just scrolling back up here, some of the other places that you're going to want to go are to download, for example, your pattern. And so to download the pattern, you're just going to go click on this. And it's a little bit weird because you're actually going to have to go through checkout. So you're going to have to add it to your cart and go through checkout just like you would with any other product on our site. And what this does is adds this to your customer account essentially. If I go back to my account now, if I refresh because I've added that to my cart, this pattern now shows up in my order history. So even if I go and unsubscribe to Crew later on, because I've downloaded that pattern, it now lives in my account history. And so I can go download that pattern at a later date. So what we recommend to everybody is regardless of when you are signing up for Crew, and regardless of whether or not you want to use the pattern as it's released every month, it's just best practice. Every month, just go in and download that pattern, even if you don't want to use it right away, because it saves it to your account history. And then if you go and cancel your Crew membership at a later date, you still have access to it. And have a policy that once you cancel your Crew membership, we are not giving access to past patterns that you had access to when you were an active member. We want you to think about this as like almost like a Netflix subscription. If you are cancel your Netflix subscription, you don't necessarily think that you're not going to be able to go back and watch the videos that they released, for example, while you were an active member. So Crew works the same way. You really have to get into that habit of downloading these patterns so you have access to them regardless of how long you want to stay subscribed. So now that we have that in our order history, we'll also get sent another, probably, let me see if it came in yet. Hasn't come in yet, but you will also get an order confirmation email for the pattern that includes, oh, yeah, here we go. You're going to get another order confirmation email, and this is going to include a download link right here for that pattern. So once again, get in the habit of downloading that pattern every month. So whether or not you are a new member or an existing member, we've basically, in order to keep the community private and make it possible for you to log in, we've created a connection between your shop account, so the email address that you used to either purchase a Crew membership or the one that you already have in our shop when you log in and go to access Crew. We've taken that email address and we've added it to our system at Mighty Networks. So even we haven't created an account for you yet. We've basically just given permission to that email address to access the community. So you'll likely be given, either be sent an email or you might be following, joining the network based on a link we've provided. So one way or the other, you should be ending up on a screen that looks like this. And here you can create your account. So you want to make sure that you're using the same email address that you used in our shop. So you're going to put your name and your first name. You're going to use that email address. You're going to create a password. Alternatively, if this email address here is the same one that you use to log into Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Apple, you're also welcome to use a social login. And then that means you don't need to create a new additional password. And every time you come to log into the community, you're just going to log in with one of these networks. But again, it has to be the same email address or it won't work. We have tested this. I'm pretty sure it works. But if for some reason it doesn't, then you might want to come back to this page and create an account using that email address and actually creating an additional new password. So we're going to go to create account. And so you have to agree to the terms of use. And I believe, let me see. Oh, you don't have to opt into the last two. So that's great. So we've already kind of created a sequence for you to follow. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add a profile photo. You could skip this if you want. Oh, it's taking a minute. So let's skip this for the time being. And once you get logged in, look, there's a little fireworks for you. Skip this. We've created kind of a process that we want you to do as you join the community. So you can either say hello, so you can come right here and you can share a message right off the bat, or you can start communicating. And so we have a little checklist when you log in for the first time. So you can do introduce yourself. So if you actually click on this, you can come in and create your bio. So you might want to share a little mini bio about yourself, anything longer that you want to share. If you have a website or Instagram or anything like that, your location, all of that, you can put that here. So we suggest that's the first thing that you do. And look, you can even create a banner image here. You could put a little profile picture. And then you check that off, and then you can adjust your notifications. So unlike the prior network that we were using to host our community, you have way more power over what kind of email notifications you get. Mighty Networks also has an app. So if you want to use our community on your phone, basically you would just download Mighty Networks app and log in, and you can use it just like on your phone. So if you do have the app, you can get notifications on your phone as well, but all of this is optional. So you might want to turn email notifications on because you want control, you want to know when somebody's responding to you, but you can change the email frequency. So you can do it as it happens. You can get a daily digest. You can allow desktop notifications. So if you're on your desktop and you want to be informed that way, you can turn that on. And then these are the types of notifications that you can turn on and off. So comments, at mentions, updates, poll answers, really, like, you have complete control over what kind of things that you want email about. So you might just find, actually, the only thing that I want to be informed about is comments on my stuff and maybe private chat messages, and everything else you don't need a direct email message about. So you can control all of this here, which is fabulous. And so then we're going to go through that checklist. So we're going to adjust that. And then if you want to add a comment, you can come and view any one of the posts that are here and leave a comment. Now, walking you through the feed, again, we really love this new platform. We're really happy with it. You'll either be able to access it by clicking on feed, which is just going to give you the general feed, or by actually getting into the Crew community. And we encourage you to come in and first read our welcome to the Crew community. So this just kind of walks you through our guidelines and how we want, the kind of vibe and the rules of being in the space. There's also a post I encourage you to read about Crew hashtags. So unlike our old forum, where actually we're not allowed to we can categorize posts, but we have to categorize posts by hashtags. There isn't any kind of drop down where you're going to use to categorize. So we're anticipating this community is going to grow exponentially, and several years from now, if people want to come in and find content, be sure to just use the hashtags that we're creating, or if you want, you're welcome to use your own. But for example, if you're going to talk about a crew make, we would like you to use hashtag crew make. If it's a closet core make, it would be CCP make. And then any pattern from us, whether or not it's a crew pattern or a closet core pattern, the recipe for that hashtag is closet core and then the pattern name. So closet core parchment or closet core marigold. Just for the sake of clarity, please don't use, parchment jacket as a hashtag, because it people might not be able to find it a year from now. So these are the ones that we've kind of defined so far, but you're also welcome to use additional hashtags. So like I said, this will make your content easier to find. And then once you're here and you want to actually start posting, you're just going to come up here and you're going to click create button. And this is where you can start creating content. So you can create a quick post, an article, or even a question or a poll if you want to ask the community something quickly. A quick post is basically you just want to share a really quick something, almost like a Facebook update. Like if you're used to, if you've used Facebook before, you can kind of go in your profile and just be like, hey, I did so and so this morning for breakfast, and then you can add a photo. Or I would maybe suggest you don't post too much about what you're eating for breakfast, unless it's really delicious, you want to share the recipe. Or you can create an article. So this is if you want to share a make that you've created and you want to add a couple photos, this is where you're going to do it. So you can add a title. And you can just start typing. And then if you want to add photos, you just have to hit enter until you see this little plus icon. You click that, and this is where you can add photo, an embedded video link. You can make a bulleted list. Really, it's almost like a blog post. And then we suggest either at the beginning or the end that you add some hashtags so we can categorize it. So yes, this was a CCP make, and I made Closet Corsage. So this is great. And then you would click post, or you could save this as a draft. So if you just want to start this and not publish it right away, you're welcome to do that. So those are all the post types. Also, if you go into discovery, you might see a more curated, maybe what things are new or what people are really responding to. If you only have a few moments, you can go see the members of the community, and you can also come into the chat and say a little something about yourself. And if you want to see the topics, you can come here. Once you're in the actual feed, you can just scroll through, and you can either view the feed here, or you can view it by going to Crew Community. You can just start scrolling through. It's really great. So if you see this, and you can either click through to read more. So you can click on this and read the entire post, or you can leave a comment directly in here, which is fabulous. We're just really loving this. And if there's any problem with content, if somebody has violated our community guidelines, in order to report that, you're just going to click on these three little dots, click more. And here you can either report or block. So you can either report the post, or you can report Amy for posting a beautiful dress. But this is how we're able to moderate things. And that's it. We think this is just a much more fun and intuitive experience for you. And we're looking forward to seeing what you guys get up to in the community. Anytime you need to manage your account settings, this is where you're going to do it. You're going to go to Crew Membership Admin. And so this is where you're able to cancel a membership if you'd like. If you want to cancel your next renewal, that's where it's going to happen. One thing we want you to note is that because we drop all of our content on the first of the month, your subscription renews on the kind of anniversary of the day you signed up. So if you signed up on January 15th and you're not canceling, you're renewing, it will renew. You will be charged on the 15th of every month. However, if you cancel, we will end your subscription by the last day of the current month. So if it's January 29th and you're canceling, you'll no longer be able to access the Crew platform as of the 31st of January, because if we don't do that, all of a sudden you're going to be able to access content you haven't paid for. So that's just one thing to note. If you're canceling, it really is only good until the end of the month. The other thing we want you to be aware of is at this point, the app that we are using to handle the subscriptions doesn't let us easily upgrade. There basically is no function to upgrade. So if you're a Plus or Essential member and you want to upgrade to our annual unlimited plan, you have to go through checkout just like you're going to go back to this How It Works page. You're going to add that Crew Unlimited to your cart. You're going to go and check out. And what we want you to do is go back to this account management page and make sure you cancel your original monthly subscription. Right now, the app doesn't have that functionality to just do an easy upgrade. It's something we're waiting for, but we just don't want you to get charged twice. So if you upgrade, just make sure you go here and you only have one active membership at a time. And I think that sums it up. We're so excited that you're here. Crew is something we've been working on for the last year. This is our opportunity to really have fun and start being able to just produce patterns every month. It's just like we're just absolutely so excited about this. And personally, I'm so excited to have a community where I can go and connect with you and not have it on social media in this kind of safe, inclusive environment. We're just really, really excited that you're here. Thank you so much for joining. Please let us know in feedback ways that we can improve. And otherwise, we really hope you get a lot out of this subscription and a lot out of being a Crew member. Thank you so, so much. Have a great day.